Hello, beautiful souls. Well, I guess it's time to hit record. I'm sitting here journaling, eating my watermelon, playing with my Ancestors and Angels card and my Light Seers Tarot. And so I was pulling some cards for myself, and what came out feels like it needs to be shared with the collective in this now present moment. So here I am. So welcome or welcome back. You have my PJs, like I said, just hanging out. So foxes are going to be a confirmation. I was literally listening to a channeled message, and the first thing that she said out of her mouth was foxes, and less than 2.2 seconds later, I shuffled the deck, and the first card that came out was fox. Owls are going to be very significant. Indigenous culture is going to be very significant. I'm going to do another video later today at some point. Spirit fox, so again, there's no coincidence. This is how tuned in I am, okay? So I'm listening to a channeled message. She mentions foxes. I'm pulling my own cards. And it says to trust your talents during these changing times. So this message is huge for the beautiful souls that their gifts and abilities are coming more online, including myself. To trust your talents, to quit questioning that, quit holding back. I'm surrendering and being more open to receive the assistance, the guides, the information. All right, so this is just, again, your reminder to trust your talents during these changing times, all right? And to do so and stand your ground. Stand strong like the mountain. Embody the mountain energy. So stand strong during these times while you continue to trust and embrace your talents during these changing times. So embody 3 significant, I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing the mountains as above, so below, kind of like iceberg is what's coming through. So stand your ground, stand in your truth and your authenticity, okay? All right, and be fearless like the warrior. You are a light warrior, all right, a rainbow warrior. So be fearless and stand strong in who you are, in your truth, in your gifts, and your abilities. Don't question it. Don't question it. A lot of times when people's gifts start coming on, especially with, I find with clear cognizance, just clear knowing, I know this because I've done this, you tend to really question, is this just clear knowing true? Because you receive your gift a different way. You don't see a picture. You don't see a vision. You don't see anything. You just know, right? You don't hear anything. You just feel it and you just know it. So continue to be fearless and stand strong in who you are, in your gifts and your abilities. So literally we've got the mountain and the warrior. Stand strong. So you need to stand strong, and I'm here to remind you of that. You are receiving this message because you're struggling with that, and it's because your magic is coming online. It's unlocking. Your magic is unlocking within. The magic guardian is here. All right. This is very sacral, solar plexus, standing in your seat, source energy, sacred geometry. All right, the magic guardian is here and reminding you to unlock that magic within, and that's trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, and standing in that authenticity, okay? Connect with your emotions, because your emotions are part of this. All right, your emotions, your clear feeling, your emotions are part of this. For me, sometimes the way it works for me is I will feel other people's emotions because I'm highly sensitive empath, and that's a superpower. So that's connected to your emotions. You might feel sad when you're with somebody because you're picking up on their sadness or their frustration or their anger. So the deeper you connect to the water is important. To get in a body of water if you can. All right, bathe with salt, or just sit by or be by water, but connecting to the water, the emotions, allowing the sacred technology, the tears to flow while things come up, because that clears and purifies your field, okay? And again, trusting eagles are significant, all right, and Sky Father. So eagles are significant, foxes are significant for this collective. So trust in the unknown. Trust in those unknown spaces. Like, you feel the call, you feel the pull, you feel the energy. It's just continuing to surrender, and itching everywhere. And the forehead, I've been itching like all over these places. Like, just things are just activating and elevating. Third eye, throat chakra. There's blue here in the water. Emotions, throat, truth. All right. Connect with the eagle energy, taking those higher perspectives, but continue to trust in the unknown. So those were the cards that came out. And the High Priest is here next as I split to intend and to create. So again, birds of higher perspective. All right, hawks, Egyptian energy. You connect deeply with the Egyptian culture. More than likely, like a lot of us have had many past lives in Lemuria, Atlantean, and Egyptian culture. So you deeply connect with that energy. High Priest or Priestess. Again, there's both in this deck, but this is just reminding you to set the intentions and then start creating. You're being reminded to create, to move into those new directions, those places. Do it scared, create, move in a new direction. Be the traveler. All right, be the traveler, play, create, intend. All right, traveler. What else do we have here? Star ancestors. Follow the voice of your soul. You connect as being, you are of and in Earth school, but you are not from Earth. Your soul is from the stars, the cosmos, intergalactic star being. You come from a different star system. I believe Sirius is lined up because we've got pyramids here. All right, so again, that Egyptian energy. But you are a star being, and more than likely you were here during the time of the building of the pyramids, but also as a teacher, as a mentor to the earth souls that were here. Your soul is not of earth, basically, is what we're trying to say. So follow the voice of your soul. You know this, you feel this, and you resonate with this, okay? You know you love earth, but you know you're not of earth. You are an incarnate soul here right now, helping during this ascension to raise the vibration, in my words, the frequency, the energy during this time, okay? All right, what else do we have here? Sorry, I'm just kind of looking here. Be graceful in the moment and during each action. So be very graceful with yourself. Be like the grasshopper. Be like the grasshopper. All right, so be graceful and in movement in your actions. But also be graceful with yourself during these times. 7-11 on the timer. So 7-11 has been coming up a lot. You can go look at the angel number meaning behind that, because it's been appearing like the 7-11s, 211, 911, a lot of like numbers, and then the 11 has been showing up as a sign and a synchronicity and a key code. And yeah, so it might also be showing up as well, because it's no coincidence that we all receive messages in our own way. And then when you get in a collective with other beautiful like-minded souls, you realize that they are also receiving messages in their own way, but they're all in alignment. Whether it's channeled message or you're in group session in person. I'm finding this more and more, that the stuff that's coming through my channel that I'm guided to maybe talk about or to journal about or to dive deep in, it's coming through other channels. And it just says my crown chakra gets all tingly and itchy. As another confirmation, your crown chakra is getting activated, elevated, upgraded to hold more knowledge and wisdom. Your crowns are really, really big. 818 on the timer. It's funny because we ended class last night on 818. So thank you for that confirmation. Thank you, which is 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 1 is 17, which we go back to the star card in the tarot. You are the star, right? You are the star. All right. I just love when the channel just flows like this, and just, like I said, I was pulling these cards for me, and I'm like, this is for the collective. This is a message for the collective. So again, I do what I do, and I hit record and I post it, and it gets to you that is meant to receive. Okay? From my heart to yours. I love you. Bye.